I'm going to do a quick track walkthrough of my new bootleg remix, Diary by Alicia Keys. And I'm just going to go through each of the main parts one by one and then bring it all together. So here's the whole thing playing. And now we're just going to play the kick and the bass together. And the bass that I'm using is electric bass by Steinberg. It's actually pretty good. I like it better than another major bass product that's out there that I've used. Okay, and now I'm just gonna go through the Groove Agent drums. I'll just keep the kick in there going as well, so we can hear all the drums. Now I typically use a Groove Agent, which is a drum machine essentially, and so I program drums in individually, but then I also use loops to kind of fill in some gaps or just make things a little bit more interesting. So really the drum machine right on this particular track or project is just a clap and a hat there. All right, and then there's some top loops as well. I'm just gonna have to play those. We've got a hat and a shaker. And then there's also some percs, some perc loops I'm using. And when I do the perc loops, a lot of times I take out a lot and I adjust the volume of the different sections so it is not just straight out the box. Now I'll go into comps, and for me, that's just basically accompaniment. I've got a Rhodes piano in there, which I have on almost every track that I do. And I do have some strings on here. Barely in the background. And then, of course, like a synth comp as well. All right. And then I have, I don't really have any leads except for during the break, and I'll just play that real quick. And I have this lead layered, so I have two different parts. We've got that synth lead, and I also have this bell. So there's a wide frequency range covered there. All right, and then there's also this pad that you'll hear throughout. It's kind of just to add a little bit more depth to the project and some atmosphere. Okay, and then of course you've got your vocals.
I won't tell your secrets.
And since this is a bootleg, I did rip the acapella off of YouTube, and so the vocals are already really well mixed. And then you've got some different effects here, so a crash and like a build up, and let's hear it all together. Make sure that. And then, by the way, you might just kind of notice that there's also this arrangement track that has different sections that I can easily just double click to get the loop region set there. And then also a chord track to just kind of keep me on track with what chords are playing or what chords are being covered there.